Okay, so today we're going to be doing another one of these algorithm videos. And the reason for it was actually because of some of the responses that I was getting after dropping the last algorithm video. And I want to be clear, I don't want to be spending all my time making videos about the algorithm. You know, what? The algorithm, some of you probably think, I don't give a shit about the algorithm. I don't make content for the algorithm. I literally see these things in the comments. And I also have people in my community, in my program, that are also feeling, uncomfortable about needing to play to the algorithm. But today I'm going to talk about, just the simple facts around why it is that we need to understand the algorithm, just so all of this sort of stuff can work. Many of you feel that the algorithm is, against you. Many of you feel like the algorithm hates you and that it's not helping out small creators and all this sort of stuff. But if I'm honest with you, I just think the algorithm is actually just pretty honest, and from what I do understand about the algorithm is trying to match your content with somebody who would be interested in it. So the important thing about all this sort of stuff is if you don't know who it is that you're trying to match your content with, if you don't have a tribe, one human that you're trying to speak to with your videos, it's going to be very, very difficult for the algorithm to understand who it is that they should actually be sending your videos to. So there are rules for the algorithm. They're like when you think of anything, when you think of a platform, YouTube has been designed in a way to work like a game. There are rules of the game, and when you understand the game, it's going to work out better for you. But if you don't understand the rules of the game, it's going to be very difficult to understand how to play it. So if you are somebody who is just like, I don't care about the algorithm, I'm just going to create content and, trust that, my people will find it, that's fine. I'm not going to be like, you're an idiot or anything like that. But I will just give you one analogy, which may give you a little bit more clarity around what it is I'm talking about here. So as a surfer, I've spent all my life riding waves. So since I was a kid, I remember the first time I fell in love with the ocean. I went for a surf and I was just flapping around on the shore break, just having the best time, just riding whitewash. And this was the day that I completely fell in love with wave riding. And after maybe a few days, I was like, oh, there's some people at the back there. How do I get there? I want to learn how to get to the back, and ride some waves, because ultimately you just want to go and ride waves. But it's very difficult to get to the back if you don't understand how the ocean works. It's very difficult to paddle into a wave if you don't understand timing and things like that. So the point that I'm making here is the ocean has laws. There are laws that define the ocean. There are laws that define the way that water moves through the ocean and hits banks and reefs and how it makes them break. And if you don't understand the laws, the natural laws of the ocean, it'll be very difficult to get from that person that's just like flapping about in the shore break to getting to the back and riding perfect waves. Because ultimately, as a surfer, you just want to go get barreled. You want to be at the back. You want to be getting barreled riding like 10-foot waves, But if you just say like, I don't really care about the ocean. I don't care about the laws or the rules of the ocean. I'm just going to go out there and just go and ride waves. I just want to go ride waves. You're just going to realize that you're just not going to even find your way into a wave to start with, because timing and all that sort of stuff is super important just to even know how to paddle in. So what I'm saying here is, if you don't understand the algorithm, if you don't understand how it is that it actually works, and you just say, I just want to post videos, it's like saying, I just want to ride waves without understanding the ocean or how to even get into one. So this is the reality of the algorithm. The algorithm and YouTube is such an incredible platform. It's such an amazing opportunity for us to be able to take our ideas, project it into the world, and attract the people that need us most. So if you are like me, if you are a creator or an educator, somebody that's lived through something, that has some insight, has some skills that you can offer to somebody else, and you know that you can drive impact, you can help somebody, YouTube is the most incredible platform for that. So if you understand the game, if you understand the rules of YouTube, then You might even just be able to get your videos to the people that need it most. You may just be able to get to the back and ride perfect waves. So I'm just going to give you the foundations of how the algorithm actually works. This is not the first time I've said this, and it won't be the last. I will continue to hammer this point, because if you don't understand this point, all the other stuff that I talk about doesn't really matter. So imagine, like, first and foremost, the most important thing that you need to do is make sure that you're getting impressions. So for those of you that are new to this YouTube world, impressions is when your video actually shows up in somebody's feed. So if you're not getting impressions, it doesn't matter how good your titles, your thumbnails are, how good your videos are. If you're not getting impressions, no one's going to see them. So if you go into your YouTube studio and you kind of have a look at the last videos that you posted, and you look at the reach and you look at the impressions, if you get like 100 impressions or a couple of hundred impressions, it means that just nobody's seeing your videos. And the reason that this could be happening is because your videos are inconsistent, that you don't have a specific ideal audience, one person, one tribe that you're thinking about when you're creating videos. Because if you're speaking to one person that is moving towards one destination, they're trying to go through one transformational experience, somebody that's going through a conflict, and they need to understand how to get through this issue that they're moving through. If you don't know who that is, it's going to be very difficult for the algorithm to send your stuff to the right people. So it's trying to get your video to appear in the feed of the person that needs you. But if you don't actually know who that is, if you don't have that one person that you're thinking about when you're creating content, if you don't know who that is, it's going to be very difficult for the algorithm to know who that is. And if you're not, speaking to that person consistently, and your topics are going all over the place, then it's going to be very difficult to train the algorithm so that the algorithm can actually understand what it is that you're doing. So first and foremost, you need to get clear on what you're doing, who you're speaking to, the conflicts that they're experiencing, and the overall transformation that they're looking for. And the best way to do this, the best way to kind of create content based on this, is looking at your own life and looking at the transformational experiences that you've been through, reverse engineer the steps, understand those conflicts, understand those pains, and make videos specifically to that person, the person that you once were, because you know that person better than anyone. So that's the first step of actually how to start getting your video into the feed so that it is getting recommended, so that it is, ended up in the browse feature. The second thing is, once it's in somebody's feed, you need to make sure that that person is going to actually click on the video. So your titles and your thumbnails need to be specifically speaking to that person, and not in a vague way, in a very direct way, and in a way that speaks to their emotions. So if you imagine, like, you know who your ideal person is, you know those conflicts, you make a video, you come up with an idea that speaks to that person, to that conflict. You don't make it vague. You speak directly to the question that person would be having, that is moving through that struggle. Like a very clear, direct title that speaks to that pain, the conflict that you're addressing in the video. And the thumbnail should do the same thing. So your thumbnail and your title it's kind of like a signal. You're sending a signal to be like, hey, I know you, and I'm here to help you. And then when they click on that video, once they've clicked, that's not where it ends. They still got to actually stick around. So the third thing is actually how to get somebody, your one person, to actually stick around for your video. And the way in which I see that this works best, and this is what I've been sharing with the people in the Really Real Creator Experience, my program, is how to do this. The structures and the formats of actually how it is that you can get somebody to stick around, to hear you out throughout your videos. Like right now, you're still listening to me. I'm 10 minutes into this video, 11 minutes, something like that. You're still listening. There are certain things that I've done to make sure that you are still here. And it really links back to that first glimpse, that first signal that you did with the thumbnail and your title. It says, I see you, I can help you. And then in that title, in that hook, the first 30 seconds, you need to reaffirm that you are going to be addressing the conflict, the conflict that you've signaled in that title. And when you take somebody through the video, there will be a climax. And that climax should speak directly to the conflict that you addressed within the title and the hook. And when you do that, you've made a promise and you've delivered it. And by doing that, you've created a connection with someone. You've created trust. And this is something that you can learn, in terms of a strategy. But where it really, really begins to work, where this sort of stuff really hits home, is when you're speaking from your own direct experience. And this is where I constantly keep talking about the difference between information and insight. And you'll recognize that there's a lot of informational channels out there that are just offering information, regurgitated. You'll see the same people doing the same old stuff. The rounds go around, everything feels like it's the same. It's because people are just looking at things that work and then just copying. But when it comes from insight, like if you are creating a channel, if you're creating an offer or a business, which is designed to transform somebody, to take somebody through an experience, take them from hero to zero. And that experience is something that you've been through and you understand what it feels like to be in the position that they're at now, where they really need to understand, they really need to get the insight that you can offer so they can get themselves towards the desired outcome, of what your offer is. And you can speak from your experience, from your own conflict, from your own pain. You really begin to speak to people in a way that creates more connection because your viewer can feel that. They can feel that you've been through it because you're speaking to them with understanding, compassion, and empathy. And this is really what drives the human connection. So the algorithm doesn't hate you. The algorithm is just trying to understand you. And if you don't understand yourself, if you don't know who you are, it's very hard to understand what you stand for. It's very hard to understand what your mission is, what your method is, what your movement is. The one person that you're trying to serve. If you don't know that, then the algorithm's not going to know that. And it's going to be very difficult for the algorithm to be trained on what it is that you're doing. So, like I always say, the most important step is getting clear on that. Getting clear on what you can bring, what your offer is, where you can serve on the highest value, who that person, who you can serve, and the actual transformational offer that you can bring to them. So I'd love to know from you, are you struggling with this sort of stuff? Are you just posting and getting no responses? Are you doing all the things that I've said and it's still not working? Let me know. I'll check out your channel. I can see what's going on. Let me know in the comments about what's going on. But yeah, YouTube can be a beautiful thing. It's completely changed my life. 9 months ago, 0 views, 0 subscribers, coming up to 20,000 subscribers now, and I've got an incredible business that I built now, where I'm working with people directly, driving impact. So it's very cool. Anyway, like always, I've got the school community, The Really Real. If you haven't joined it yet, come find me below, link in the description. Hopefully I'll see you there.